The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Okay, we're live on Rare Form Radio. We're coming out shot out of a cannon today.
Fuck.
Here we go. Woo! Whoop. Let's take it down a little bit. Let's take it down a little bit. Welcome back to episode 185. I can't believe how many shows we've done.
185?
It's either 185 or 186. I don't remember. Something like that.
Damn.
It's whatever one that last week wasn't. It's one higher than that one. Or whatever the last show you saw, it's one higher than that. Welcome to the show. Heidi.
Welcome. Thank you.
Good to see you again. Last week was your triumphant return, and boy, did we have some laughs. Had a good episode. You brought me some candy from a different planet.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this from?
From the alien jerky place.
Oh.
It's in
But in
Barstow?
Nevada? Is it Barstow?
No, it's
I've
not
seen this
Barstow.
before. I never stopped there before.
Yeah. The best jerky. But they have little like stuff.
Mind if I try a piece?
No, go ahead.
What is that?
Do a little. Thanks for joining the show, everybody. Let me just open up this delicious alien candy dolce de leche. And apparently it's out of this world. Thank you for this. I hope it's good. It looks like it's...
You know what they sell there? And I'm sure it's not real.
It smells like an actual turd.
What?
Am I crazy? Smell that. It's probably delicious, but it smells like an actual piece of shit.
How would I know what a turd tastes? Just kidding.
Doesn't it smell gross?
What is that? No.
Is this a prank food?
It's like cinnamon or something.
Darren, what's you have a really good smeller.
It's like butterscotch or something.
Yeah, it's like toffee, but it's milk chocolate.
Is my smeller fucked up?
I mean, if you're smelling a turd, then yeah.
I'll try it a little bit later. Maybe I'll take a bite now. Who knows?
To me, it smells like milk chocolate, and milk chocolate is not a delish smell.
Okay, got you. Welcome to the program. Good to see you guys again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's really good to be seen.
Hi.
Yeah.
Can I start with something?
Sure.
Is it cool if we start with something?
Sure.
Let's start with something.
Oh my God. Go right ahead.
You sent me an article recently that I'd like to really dive into, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The headline is Florida couple arrested for having sex with their dog and filming it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta really get into this and see what the fuck's going on. So first of all, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, obviously Florida.
But it's so hot there that I like.
Means sexy because they're fucking dogs, or
no, it's so fucking hot there. I'm like, why do people lose their shit? I lost my shit there because it was so fucking hot.
When were you there?
I was there the first year of COVID, so 2020.
Okay.
And I went to nanny from my friend for a month in September. This was before I think you guys asked me to be.
Really?
Co-host.
Yeah. You went to Florida during COVID to
nanny for my friend.
Where were they?
She where was she? She was working like doing,
not at
like
home?
she does her
In Florida. Yeah.
But she does she used to be the Orba Gum girl. The dirty mouth, clean it up.
She's the English one? She's that one? Oh, okay,
yeah.
got you.
So she is now
she
doing
gets
some
a pass.
workout stuff and whatever. So she asked me to come out there, and I did.
Okay.
And I lost my shit. It was so fucking hot.
Florida has a way of doing that, and also humidity and heat, and
Yes,
also Florida.
yes.
Like, what the fuck? So this couple, by the way, this chick, I can't tell. I think she might have a better mustache than I do.
She
Or
looks
it's a shadowed upper lip. I don't know what's up, but
She
looks
looks
like
like
what?
my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, who I found out worked with you once, but we'll talk about that off air because I don't even want to say her name because she's
okay. Oh, I can't wait to hear about this.
Yeah.
He looks like Matt Gaetz, which is weird. Okay, so the details are Police officials in Florida arrested a couple this week for allegedly engaging in sexual acts with their dog and recording it on video. 36-year-old Christina Colello was booked for willingly engaging in sexual acts with her dog multiple times over the last 8 years, which 8, 16, 20, 30, 40, it's 56 years of a dog's life, or 64 years.
Will you repeat that last thing that you just said?
36-year-old Christina Colello was booked for willingly engaging in sexual acts with her dog multiple times over the last 8 years. So that's 56 years of a dog's life being fucked by a woman, or what? We don't know what the act was.
Disgusting.
Her ex-boyfriend, 39-year-old Jeffrey Springer, was arrested for reportedly recording the act and placing it on a flash drive.
A floppy disk?
Yeah, the woman allegedly had sex with the dog for 8 years. According to the police, Colello, a resident of Safety Harbor, Florida, has been arrested and charged for engaging in sexual encounters with her dog. She was also arrested in May this year and charged with domestic battery. She's a cool chick.
Of the dog, or
I don't know. However, the woman furnished a $5,000 bond and has been released from jail. Bestiality is a first-degree offense in Florida.
Shocking.
No visible injuries to the pet. The dog has been taken away and admitted to a local pet store for routine examination.
Pet store, it says?
A pet store to have the dog examined for sexual abuse?
It said pet store?
Pet store. It says pet store. Do they mean vet clinic?
Let's take him on down to the pet store.
Yeah, let's take him down to the fish nook and see if he's been fingered. What a weird thing.
Safety Harbor.
Taken to the local pet store for routine examination. It reportedly has no visible injuries on its body. The police have not disclosed his breed or the nature of the sexual activities the dog was forced into. The pair was charged with sexual activity involving animals and taken to Pinellas County Jail in the Sunshine State. Springer, who's the boyfriend at one point dated Colello, has also been arrested by the police. He allegedly was involved by filming the sexual acts between her dog multiple times. Springer uploaded the footage on a hard disk. How do they know this? Did they get in trouble for the dog sex?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Did someone report them? Were they posting it online?
If he had it on a USB drive.
Man pleads guilty to bestiality. The incident comes only a few days after. Oh, this is another one.
What?
The incident comes only a few days after a man in Texas was arrested for allegedly having sex. A man was arrested for allegedly having sex with his horse. Jean-Marie Bugoma, a 24-year-old resident of San Antonio, admitted to having sex with his horse 3 times over the span of a year. But, according to officials, Bugoma was spotted walking naked through the stables in closed caption television footage.
You guys will fuck anything. Like, who cares?
We will, but first of all...
What if the animals consented?
Okay, this is part of why I wanted to talk about this a little bit.
Hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag consenting animals. Always the devil's advocate. We love you for that. What if you want to shoot a cop? What if the cop's a jerk?
What if the moon is in retrograde?
And if the animal comes, like, does it get you up? Is it...
That's not possible. That's so gross.
What if dogs are squirters and you know, like, I did it right?
Ew.
I made this thing. Or the dog's like, like a dog moan.
I feel like they're only one step away from... I feel like they're only... Oh my God. I feel like they're only... Okay. The episode where you were alone, somebody asked about what she should do with her dad on ecstasy. And I was dying from you talking about it. Like, I was like, ugh, oh no, stop.
I didn't give bad advice, I don't think.
Just talking about it.
Talking about it. Like,
but
you were like,
someone through a tough...
Daddy.
Did I do a voice?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's the part I told you I couldn't listen to.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Oh, it was so disturbing. But like this, like,
fuck me, Dad.
Yeah. No.
Just lick your balls, Dad.
Ew, it's so gross. Okay, but
back to the devil's advocate. If the animal comes or whatever, does it count? That's what you were implying. You fill in the blanks.
Do animals feel the pleasure of sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
like
when disgusting.
do you know how people collect horse
that's
semen?
True. Yeah,
they put that glove on.
Jerk 'em on. Yeah.
And the thing's like, ooh, the horse does that. Ooh.
It does that?
I want to point out that Darren over here. Darren, what is your least favorite thing on earth? Animal sex.
Do you know that was...
Oh!
Stop. Oh, that was the first video that I saw.
The guy with the horse?
A porn. And somebody was like, hey, take a look at this or whatever. I was like, oh, what's going on?
Check this out.
And they started it.
You like animals, right?
And
What'd you see?
Excuse me. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I've been scarred since. So this really...
What was the animal?
Like, it bothers me. It was a horse.
Was it the one that killed the guy?
Mm-mm.
Okay. There's a video of a guy getting it in his butt from a horse.
Please stop.
And it was 3 pumps and the guy died. Because it ruptured all of his internal organs.
Good.
The horse did come.
So gross.
And the guy died, but
So
he did have a pony.
I think
he did
what
have a
bothers
pony.
me is that it reminds me of the Seinfeld episode. I got the pony. I think what upsets me is that my niece listens. So now I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, why did I send you that? So I'm very
the message here is like, listen, when you're gonna grow up one day, don't do this. Okay.
Who fucking?
We're not gonna say her name.
What's wrong with people?
You know your name, but if you meet a guy who tries to get you to do something with an animal, say
stop.
No, thank you.
No. Or a woman, whatever.
Yeah. Well, if a woman does it, it's okay, right?
So gross.
It changes things.
Is this thing on? Hello.
Hello. Did you guys hear my joke? Yeah, it's weird. It's very, very weird. Like, and here's another thing. As mentioned, bestiality is a misdemeanor of the first degree in Florida, and punishment includes up to 1 year jail sentence and or $1,000 fine. So you're rolling the dice. Like, if I get caught fucking a dog, it's only $1,000. You know, you probably won't go to jail. You probably will get the fine.
Basically, Los Angeles and Gascon. So whatever.
Oh, fucking zing! And then, while bestiality is illegal in most states in the United States of America, New Mexico, Hawaii, West Virginia, and Wyoming do not have any explicit laws against it. Which is also crazy because you can really hurt an animal. Are you guys ready for the most staggering parts of this article? I need a verbal yes. It's like when you're in the safety row on the plane.
Yes.
Are you willing to listen to this next part?
Yes.
Are you willing to listen to this next part?
No, I'm not.
Are you willing to listen to this next part?
No, I'm not.
You're going to have to change seats. Heidi, can you go sit there? Okay, so as per studies, 5 to 8% of males and 3 to 4% of women engage in bestiality. And
that's a lot.
That blew my fucking mind.
5 to 8% of men.
And you know people are lying. So let's round up to 10. 10% and let's say 5%. So 1 in 10 men have had acts of bestiality.
People are fucking nasty.
Absolutely vile. And I promise you, I am not one of those people who's ever done that with an animal.
I actually remember now. This just triggered something in my brain. My neighbor my neighbor, her brother and her had a dog. Was it her?
Oh no.
Somebody that I know that I lived like on the street that I lived on put peanut butter on their fucking vagina.
Is this a joke? Because this is the classic joke of like.
No,
that's like a thing.
It actually happened?
Yeah, it actually it happened.
Because you've seen dogs with peanut butter.
Right, but they either or they saw something, but this was back when there wasn't any like YouTube, and they supposedly did it. But they were kids, like young kids. But
okay, let me just say this: who is that hurting?
I'm in the devil's advocate. I think it's absolutely vile, but I'm in the devil's advocate.
If a woman were to put peanut butter on her vagina, okay, and a dog licks it,
Who's that hurting?
The chick gets off and the
He
dog gets peanut butter.
or she gets peanut butter.
Yeah, the dog. I don't think any dog would care. Like a chick dog isn't like, oh, I'm not a lesbian, but like, is that?
I liked your dog voice.
That's also a woman. Excuse me, I'm a lady. Yeah, I mean, is that really? This is a weird show.
This is really
out of the gates.
Really getting.
But can we break
so
it down?
Weird about it.
If a guy or a girl puts peanut butter on their genitals,
disgusting. All of
it's
it.
super gross.
Gross.
But is it abuse?
Yes.
Why?
It just is.
The dog's not going to
trust me.
feel shame. It's not going to grow up and like lick peanut butter off of someone else's
But I
dick.
think that if you do that, like you're like, where do you stop? Like, at what point
Great
do
question.
you fucking stop? Like, you're
Sure.
like, that's a sexual deviance sort of. You're on the road to.
But you've also never had your penis licked. But you've also never had your penis licked.
Oh, is that my mom? Did my mom text me?
Hello? Should we restart the show?
This thing on.
The following program
I'm just seeing what my notes are.
But I was more blown away by like 1 in 10 dudes and 1 in 20 women have experienced like what is that?
Probably when they were young kids, maybe they did like that. Like I was thinking about that peanut butter thing. Like maybe as a young child, you don't know, and you're like a lot of like young boys like will be like, let me.
This can't all be peanut butter cases.
I don't know.
That might be the name of the episode. The peanut butter
What
cases.
else would you do though?
I don't.
Like, I don't
mean,
wanna
you
talk
could
about
you
It's
could
so
put it. You
gross,
can like you can enter the animal.
La, 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 la.
You can blow a dog.
Gotta tap 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 tap. Having a panic attack. Speaking of animals,
Are we segueing away from this?
yeah, is that okay?
Fine.
Speaking of animals, when I was home a few weeks ago in Wisconsin,
A lot of sexy animals up there.
my parents, their neighbor, her brother has a bat removal thing, and he goes in and
Thing?
Company or like
Company or a
contraption?
device?
like a company.
Okay.
Okay.
And he made this this trademarked device thing where he builds this not a trap, but it keeps them alive, and it gets them out of the house and like
Oh, nice.
Like a vacuum.
yeah, it's a weird thing I saw. I'll send it to you. But he has a car and the license plate is Batman.
That's nice.
So
That wasn't taken.
he got a call. No,
I'm shocked.
he
Me
got it.
too.
Well, maybe not in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah. So he got a call from a guy in Wyoming who is an actor, and I'm not going to say his name yet because it took me a while. So he drove out there, and he had a big old farmhouse or whatever, and he had to get all these bats out. And he heard about him, and when he called him, he was like, I heard you're the best, whatever. And then after he set it up, he went outside, and this actor goes, hey, I'm Batman, and did it in the voice. And so when I was hearing him tell this story, he looked at me and he goes, guess who it was? And I was like, oh shit, Val Kilmer? No. George Clooney? No. Christian Bale? There's a fucking lot of Batmans.
Many. There's Robert Pattinson.
Oh, that's right.
I hope
He has a home in Wyoming.
it has to be Michael Keaton.
Yes. And he said he was
Maybe the
so
best.
fucking awesome. And he was like, wait, I'm
Heidi's name drop. She isn't afraid to drop those names. Kinda lame.
I thought
That's
it
a
was
great
cool.
name drop, but it's
It's a
been a
good
while
one.
since we've heard that
It's a
song.
good one.
Haven't played it in weeks
Michael
without
Keaton's
you.
the
It's a very good one.
He is probably the most identified Batman. I don't know if he's my favorite, but he's way up there.
Yeah.
He's
Way
the
up
only one
there.
that I would think of.
Yeah.
Christian
'Cause I don't
Bale
know
was great,
anything.
and honestly, have you seen the new Batman with Robert Pattinson?
I loved it. I've seen it twice.
He was fantastic.
I've seen it twice because I missed
see
a
it
few
again.
things. Except I wish the Catwoman would have been more like Michelle Pfeiffer. Like,
I personally wish the Catwoman would never
like-
be in another fucking movie. I hate it.
yeah, I didn't like this. I didn't even know what she was. Like, she looked like a burglar. Like,
She's hot. Is
she's
it Zoe
beautiful.
Kravitz? Is it
Yeah,
Zoe
she's
Kravitz?
gorgeous.
Ridiculous.
And
But I just
she's-
don't like. I don't like that Catwoman is a character. I don't like that there's always like a love interest with her and Batman.
Yeah.
Batman is how you say it if he's Jewish, by the way.
Batman?
Superman. Spider-Man. That's all the Jewish superheroes. Aquaman. It's my favorite. I'm Superman.
Oh, Superman. Wait, I was gonna say something.
Okay, we'll wait for it. Down, 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 down.
Batman.
The bats.
Can we point out our new
Anyhow.
our gift shirts?
Oh yeah.
From our lovely listener and patron supporter, Laura Lee. Thank you for these shirts.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
It's brewery. It's a
It's a
hard word
brewery.
to say.
A
brewery.
in Minnesota, and it hasn't come out yet.
Wait, where in Minnesota?
It's on the shirt. Osseo.
Oh, Osseo.
Osseo. It's called Thelema Brewing Company, coming soon to the Minnesota area, and one of these days we should probably road trip out there and go get a meal.
Yeah.
Brew what thou will. Thou wilt is like the Aleister Crowley. Do as thou wilt.
Is that what it is?
Do as thou wilt.
And in the back of it is like one of the satanic kind of shit. It's kind of
It's very cool.
a cool scene. So thank you. How do I?
Turn around and.
Is it on?
It's very cool.
Good enough. Yeah. Solid.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Oh, did we fuck it up?
nah.
I
Laura-
like that
Laura
there's
Lee,
little
thank you so much.
Hops in there.
Yeah, it's cool shit. She also sent a bunch of stickers.
It's
So
very cool.
again, this is how you get us to this is how you become our favorite listeners.
Give us shit.
Give us stuff. If anybody, Heidi still needs a Mercedes. So if you want to be the real G, send Heidi a Merc. Are they called
Totally.
Mercs? People call them Mercs.
Mercs?
Sure.
I say that shit.
They do now.
Did you see
Ow!
that in... Have you seen Stranger Things? Like the new season? You saw that, right?
No, I haven't. Okay. Another one of Kristen, our listener Kristen, who's wonderful,
Yes.
has been trying to push me to finish season 3 for like 9 years. And
I had a hard time with season 3.
it's so hard. It was so like
I was
don't know,
bored with it.
Boring. It was like it
Just
was a
move
chore.
on.
It was
Just
a
move
chore.
on.
But I don't want to ruin it. But like the last episode, it was like, oh shit,
Oh,
crazy
you saw
shit
it?
happens. So I finished season 3, and I'm just watching too many other things to start season 4 of Stranger Things. You've been talking about it for a couple months. I have to. I want to. I'm excited, but I have not done it yet.
So I'm not giving anything away.
You
but
better not.
there's
I'm gonna eat this shit candy real quick.
a shirt that somebody wears that says the Hellfire Club.
Oh,
And it's so cool, but I'm like, wait, what
Is
was
it
in the Electric Hellfire Club?
is it your band?
No, because
Oh.
the Hellfire Club was a club that started in England back in the day, like back when there was like debauchery. I can smell it. I'm sorry.
It
I didn't-
smells.
I
and
thought
it
would be-
tastes like shit too.
It was at the front, and I was like,
And I love the not caramel, but the
Nougat.
no, the other flavor.
Toffee?
caramel.
Toffee, caramel.
Toffee, yeah.
This is poop. You gave me
Is it
poop.
alien poop?
Oh.
Well, it's what the aliens eat. So
Yeah, man.
sorry.
I prefer Laura Lee's gifts to your gifts, but I'm sure the jerky's
No,
gonna be
the
good. You
jerky's
said
gonna
jerky
be-
too. I
Jerky's-
didn't bring the jerky
The
in.
jerky's gonna be dope.
Fucking good.
Ew. Anyway, what?
What?
What were we saying before I started eating shit on the
I
show?
forgot what I was saying.
What was you talking about?
I'm trying to remember because I got really distracted by your candy.
Oh, Hellfire Club.
Hellfire Club.
Oh, the
Stranger
Hellfire
Things.
Club,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Oof. Oh, can I tell you guys a story?
1 in
about-
10 men fuck dogs.
Oh, I can't.
I'd love
You
to hear
believe it?
your story.
Thank you. So a few weeks ago, it came out, like 2 weeks ago, it came out that Fred Savage, you heard like all the girls.
Tell the story.
So a lot of women have come forward to say that,
I hate it.
I then
Explain. Well, explain. Give the backstory.
A friend of mine sent me a message, and a girl that he used to date, I'm not giving anything away, worked on Wonder Years ago, and was sort of something happened all the time, and she didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to lose her fucking job. That's what us girls have to deal with.
I can
Oh,
relate.
shit.
I can relate.
So,
Wait.
do you know who Fred Savage
Yeah,
is?
I actually
Okay.
do.
So
This
a
is good.
few girls
Good
came
start.
out
start.
and said that he sexually assaulted them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it wasn't just like sexual attention. It was abuse.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it was.
Can we look it
I'm
up?
not
I don't
sure.
want to say anything that's not correct.
Yeah.
Can you look it up? We have time.
Yeah.
Just look it
Hold
up.
on, let's see.
I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to make sure we have it
Yeah.
accurate before we. What's it? Telling tales out of school, or what is it? What's the term? Talk out of school.
Oh,
Speak out of school.
speak out of turn, but I don't know the school. Spinning tall tales. I don't know. Fuck it.
He was okay. Well, this is
Fuck it.
one of them. He was accused of forcing himself on a crew member,
Oh, okay.
one of your crew members,
Allegedly.
in bar bathroom. Allegedly,
What about a bathroom?
It's where poop and stuff happens.
anonymous
Like that alien
sources. So a lot of women have come for
All right, so
for now. So
Fred
anyhow,
Savage is #MeToo, #canceled.
yeah. But so like the thing is that if I didn't have my moment with him that I'll explain in a minute, I would be like, well, let's wait and see. Like maybe let's have a trial.
Let
Let's
it
hear
play
his
out.
story.
Sure,
And
fair.
right.
Of course,
Okay.
Of course.
But here's what happened to me. We used to, so I worked on Monk, and
Heidi's name drop.
we filmed at Paramount for 8 years, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And Fred Savage was, I'm trying to think of what he was working on. I think that
He's been a
Chris
director
Ro-
for a while too.
Yeah, that's
he's,
right.
He's actually a very good director.
How
He was-
old is he?
I think he's still 12.
Good question.
I know that he's
Still 12.
forever
Hold on,
12. in
I
my
bet
brain.
he's 46.
Yes. Holy shit. Oh, he's married. Uh-oh. So anywho,
Fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed
proud
it.
of himself. Anywho, Heidi's story.
I fucking nailed it.
1 in 10 men.
And then Heidi continued her story.
So
And Danny fucking nailed it. Put it right out of the thin air. And he said it, and he was motherfucking right. Finish your fucking story, I guess. I'll just do this. Fucking nailed it.
is
I
there
fucking nailed it.
is there like medicine we need to give him? Like
I think the shit's in my system.
blow over.
The alien shit's in my
So-
system.
It'll blow over. Give it
so
time.
anyhow. Oof.
Heidi, what were we saying about the story?
So he was directing an episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Remember that? The Chris Rock show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was out there. So he was standing outside of the production building on his phone. And I had just went and had lunch, and I was on my bike
So you were working on Monk?
working
Okay.
on Monk. I had just had lunch, and at Paramount they have tours that you go through, and it's like a little, like it's a golf cart, but it's longer. So like a little like
trolley.
a little trolley thing.
Like they have at Universal kind of things?
Yeah. And that was it was behind me, and I of course fell because I'm lucky, and my foot got caught in my pedal.
Yeah.
And I fell, but I fell really hard. I remember I fell like on my chin, like scraped it. I scraped my knee, and my ankle was all swollen, like anyhow. So when I fell, I was like my wallet went. There's
So we call that a yard
so
sale.
many things that happen.
It's a yard sale. Things just
really?
go everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You know when people like crash when they're skiing and like
Yeah.
goggles and fucking skis and poles?
yeah.
It's called a
Yeah.
yard sale. Your gloves fly off.
That's what happened. I mean, it was. I think like my shoe was off, or there was something
Oh,
that
God.
happened because it got caught in the pedal. It was an
You were a
old,
mess. It was a
It was
mess.
like an old school bike, like one of those Schwinn bikes, and we all got
Pee-wee's
one
bike.
for like a monk rap party or whatever. But so that
You ate
as
shit.
as I ate shit and had a yard sale, I had a garage sale. This tour
Or whatever.
tour trolley in back of me had pulled up, and where I was the old, it was the med place to go, and it was where they shot Jaws, and I forget what scene. So he's talking about that as I fell, and then Fred is on his phone like this with his phone, and honest to God, arm length, like right here, I fell, and he went like this. He looked at me with his phone out like this, and he looked at me because I was like, like obviously he's gonna run to help me, help me up at least. Like I was, it wasn't a trip, it was a fucking,
like we would call these your blunder years. a little bit.
So he looked at me and he didn't do a fucking thing. Went back. He acted as if I was like, he was like, oh God,
He looked
like,
you with disdain for falling.
fuck. Like
I was gonna walk there.
Jesus Christ, like that. So I fell. He did that. The tour bus. One of the guys goes, "Ooh, look at that! That girl, Kevin Arnold. Wait, is that his name? Kevin Arnold?
Yes.
Kevin Arnold didn't even help that girl up. Shit! Shame on you, Kevin Arnold. He called him out.
Exposed.
So as so all of this is happening, and
You're
then
like, yeah, Kevin.
and the tour guide that was driving the thing that was like, he came and he ran, he helped me up during all of that. So all of that happened at once, and ever since then, I fucking hated him because he was a jerk.
Oh, so
what a
you
turd.
are you kind of liking this a little bit?
No, I don't like it, but I just think it's karma.
You know what? Probably, if we play the numbers, he probably has done stuff with animals. If you think about it,
Man.
like the 9 other people haven't. Fred's probably the one that did.
Anyhow.
Allegedly. That's a wild story. That's a good one.
Fucking jerk, man. I just remember, he just looked at me like.
And you're like, I'll get you, Fred
But the
Savage.
best was that trolley or whatever, and they were like,
That's
"Oh, Kevin
so
Arnold!
funny.
Look at that Kevin Arnold standing there. He didn't even help her."
Did he do anything after he was called out?
No.
That
In
annoys
fact,
me.
he was like, because I told this story for years. I was really upset. Well, I told it for a while because I was upset. And plus, I had a fucking thing on my chin, my knee, my ankle was all swollen.
So lucky.
But as he looked at me, he like actually like was like, ugh, and like was like turned his back and walked a little bit of ways, like ugh.
Like the fact that you fell annoyed him.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this
what he looked
bitch.
like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you got it coming to you, Kevin Arnold.
Kevin Arnold.
That's so funny.
Enough funny.
What a prick bastard.
Look, it's Kevin Arnold. He didn't even help. It was like he didn't help that girl up.
When was this?
2009, 2010.
Okay. So he's old enough. He was in his 30s. He was in his 30s. He should have known better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So now he's coming under fire for
Yep. For
doing the
allegations
things.
of, I don't know.
Says a lot about his character.
Here's the thing that I like I was like, when it came out a couple weeks ago or whatever, and I was like, well, why now? But then I take it back because
He's always been.
I've been there. I've been there before where you don't
of course.
talk about it for,
Of course.
so I get it.
And that was all my Manson stuff. It was, it takes a while
Yeah.
to be like, hey, some shit's not super cool.
Yep.
But
But there we go. I mean, it just showed his character.
that's what I mean.
That's like,
Yeah.
it just showed him like,
It doesn't.
what a brat.
Him doing that, it doesn't prove that he sexually assaulted somebody.
No.
But it shows that like he's not the angel that we'd be led to believe that he might be.
No. He's a
Yeah.
fucking turd.
And he acted that way in front of society.
A trolley of fucking
Of fans.
Of fans.
Who he could easily make it like he could have been a hero.
Exactly.
People
and that,
could be telling the story like one time I was on a tour, I
Yes.
saw this weird woman have a yard sale. She fell, and then Kevin Arnold helped her. It was so great.
Yes.
And then you guys could have like written together.
Yes.
He could have put you in his new show, and then he wouldn't be in this shit show he's in now.
Things could have happened.
Choices, Kevin.
Yeah. Fucking.
I hate him. I fucking hate him. I'm gonna unfollow him on Instagram.
Really, you follow
I
him?
think I might.
No.
Yeah, because there was a time a couple years ago when he was making the rounds, doing a lot of interviews, and he was funny as shit.
Really?
I think I do follow him. Let's see. Where you at, Fred? Freddy Savage. I'm Freddy Savage. Oh, he might have deleted his account.
Oh, I bet he did.
Hi, I'm Freddy Savage. Yeah, I think he's gone.
Oh.
Wow. Where'd you go, coward?
Interesting.
He's gone. Or did he block me because I sent him so many dick pics? Fuck. Did you see this? The fucking fire tornado?
Yes, it's just up north.
Yes. A goddamn
A
California.
smoke NATO, they called it.
Yeah, but except smoke would be better.
Holy
This is a fucking
shit.
fire tornado.
Not crazy.
Oh.
We're fucked. We're all dead. We're all dead. What do you got?
There's something I was gonna tell you.
I'm all ears. Just okay. I guess we'll.
You know what I hate?
What a natural segue. You know, I was just thinking.
No, I actually was trying to be like, how do I start this off?
So smooth. Here's a new thought I just had. Let me get my notes.
Wait, look it up. So anyhow,
Have you guys ever noticed? Don't you hate it when
no, I was on
regular Maury Povich? Go
I
for
was
it.
on the phone with my mom, and I go, "Oh, I got this shirt at the thrift store." I'm like, "Guess how much it cost?" And she's like, "I don't know, $1."
Oh, no, it was more. It was
Fucking
Is
hate
that move?
that.
when they
Yes!
under guess or under
Yeah,
whatever.
my boyfriend does it all the time.
Like, no, it was 14, but it was still. Forget it.
And
Yeah.
so now,
You're supposed to say, I don't know, $100? No, Mom.
no,
$2.
Yeah,
Yeah. How much was it?
it was like $250.
Yeah, but she took.
Yeah.
She
Stole my
stole your
thunder.
thunder. Mm-hmm. I've always said your mom is such a
Thunder Stealer.
beautiful.
My mom's
just
so
a-
awesome.
I bet she is. You know why?
You'd love her.
She made you.
Thank you.
With that.
My mom and
Was that nice?
dad are
So nice.
Hey,
hilarious.
was that nice of me?
That was nice of you,
Was
Dan.
that nice just then? When I said that thing
Yes.
about her mom,
Yeah.
is she looking? Does she seem happy that I said that?
Yeah.
Is she smiling?
Yeah, it seemed genuine too.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
real genuine. Like,
Yeah. What were you saying?
Nothing.
What?
What?
I just had this novel idea. Are you you're a sports fan?
Yes, I just saw
Sports?
a program.
I just saw sports.
I just saw a sport, but I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I saw it said, "Will Rodgers win Super Bowl ring this year?" And people are saying that this could be his year.
Look at what I want to talk to you about. Okay. Someone sent in. Actually, let me figure out who sent this article in.
What?
Yep. Don't say it out loud yet, because we're gonna have a real talk.
How funny is that though? I said,
Quite funny. Hence the look of surprise on my face. Yeah, that was weird.
wow.
We're about to talk about Aaron Rodgers, and that's what Heidi just mentioned. She obviously does like sports.
Is he single now? Does he like busty girls that are curvy that love to drink Monster drinks?
Okay, so our patron supporter Jeremy sent in the story, and it's for you, Heidi. And the headline is: Aaron Rodgers says ayahuasca psychedelic helped him win back-to-back NFL MVP awards, which is Most Valuable Player awards.
Love him.
He's very talented, very, very talented, very handsome. A little dumb, but very talented. A little dumb.
No.
A little dumb. But his talent, you cannot argue his talent. So, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers suggested Wednesday that the use of a psychedelic drug helped him win back-to-back NFL MVP awards in 2020 and 2021. Appearing on the Aubrey Marcus podcast, Rodgers described using ayahuasca for the first time in South America and explained how he believes the psychedelic helped him. By the way, this is from the Bleacher Report, bleacherreport.com.
So it's real, right? It's true?
Yeah, Rodgers
Okay.
says, I don't think it's a coincidence. I really don't. I don't really believe in coincidences at this point. It's the universe bringing things to happen when they're supposed to happen.
Exactly.
Um,
Aaron Rodgers.
there's signs and synchronicities all around us at all times, and if we're awake enough to see them and take them in and to listen to our intuition when it's speaking to us or pounding us in the head saying, "Hey dummy, this is what you're supposed to be doing."
Aaron Rodgers, call me.
Aaron Rodgers explained that he tried ayahuasca after experiencing, quote, one of the best days of his life, which entailed taking psychedelic mushrooms on a beach.
I bet this is when he was dating the hippie girl.
Oh, you're doing
the
that jealous
actress.
thing. You're doing that jealous thing.
Just kidding. No.
Which one?
Shailene Woodley?
Oh, yeah.
Woodley?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Rodgers added that ayahuasca has helped his mental health and given him unconditional self-love, which has helped his relationship with teammates and others in his life.
Wow.
Very interesting.
I need to do this.
I'm actually kind of shocked that you haven't.
Well, main reason, I hate to throw up.
Then
fucking
take DMT.
hate it.
Take DMT.
No, but that only lasts for like seconds.
Have you ever read about DMT?
Yeah, I had a friend that was hooked on it. I don't want to do that.
It's not an addictive drug.
Well, they did it all the time.
And you say it lasts a couple seconds. First of all,
Like a few minutes.
the actual trip lasts 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But when you're in it, I've watched so many videos of people talking about it. One guy said it felt like he was gone for 100,000 years.
Yeah, no. I'd have a fucking
So
panic
if
attack.
you're worried about it being too short, you don't have a panic attack.
But the thing is that I did, what's the thing I did?
Anal?
Ketamine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
ketamine
I was
thing.
confused with the two.
And as soon as they gave me the shot, and he was like, "Oh shit," and he like I started to panic.
Did he
like,
say,
I was
"Oh
like,
shit"?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did he?
Oh shit! Too much. Oh
No, he said, "Oh shit," because I started to bleed. And right when they give you the shot, you're supposed to lay down right away, and she has you like, and so we had to wait. So as he's getting that, I'm panicking, like, "Oh no, I'm supposed to be down and supposed to have these things on and the eye things," and I was like, I was freaking out. So I can only imagine DMT. No, thank you.
DMT is completely different.
Have you done it?
No, but I want to desperately.
No, I don't. I had a.
But
no,
I know many people who have done it.
I don't want to do it.
You should do it. Why?
No, because I've seen it firsthand. Like I saw, it was a girl I used to work with, and a friend of mine who has since passed away from cancer. And they did it all the time. I'm like, what are you? How are you doing this all? Like,
it's in your
when
body.
You die. Yeah, when you
It's
die.
when you're born. We just had this talk the other day, but when you're
tell me.
born, your body is flooded with DMT to help you with, like, when you're being born is a very traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously you're young, but it's like one of the scariest things that happens to your body because it doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So your body floods with DMT when you're born, so you can like live with the trauma of being born, and your body floods with DMT when you die, so that the fear
Really?
of dying goes away.
Oh, that gives me panic attack.
No, but it's a beautiful thing. Like, it's something that your body makes. So when you take DMT, you're not taking like a foreign substance. You're not taking meth or Molly or anything like that.
Right.
It's something that's in you, but when you take it, it has these. I want to do it really bad because I'm speaking not from experience, but from a lot of like reading and watching videos and talking to friends who have done it. Every single person I know that has done it, it has changed their life for the better in massive ways.
Really?
No negatives, 0 negatives. So when it happens, and it sounds scary, and in the moment, it can be a scary thing, but when it's over, it does incredible healing things for your mind and for your soul. But when you take it, I guess your body, like, you go through the mourning process of your own death, and so when that happens, your body like lets go of your ego. It lets go like anything that you're caught up on, anything that like you take too seriously. DMT is supposed to minimize and get rid of all that. So when you come back from it, you're no longer like sweating the small stuff, and you no longer think of yourself as this super important, person. It's like a humbling thing.
Yeah.
But you see spirits, and you go to different realms, and you see these things called mechanical elves, and or machine elves, and you see aliens and.
And does everyone see those?
similar kind of things, but everything you see is all fractals and geometric patterns and beautiful colors, and you're like zooming through these like.
But that's how the
things.
ketamine thing was. It was terrifying.
There's different. Yeah, sure. And the DMT thing, it can be a scary thing, but it's like it's all about getting to the end of it. It's like going to the gym. The gym can really suck, but at the end, you've done good for yourself. It's exactly like the gym. That's what I'll say. No, but I'm serious. I've like.
Are there guided?
Yes.
Trips or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you can do different.
Yeah.
But it's called breaking through when you see all the fractals and you see the spirits and the wizards and all kinds of shit. Like you go to, a lot of people.
Is it safe to do this?
Yeah, you can't die from it. You cannot.
But is it safe, like mentally, like?
Yes, because it's a natural. It's in your body already. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Where do they
there's
get
no
it
brain
from?
damage. You make it. You can make it.
With what though?
I don't know. Drano and stuff.
DMT is the like concentrated something of ayahuasca.
It's in ayahuasca.
Oh.
Ayahuasca, you go do that for 3 days and you're shitting and puking. DMT is ayahuasca with no puking, no shitting, and you're back to complete normal in 10 or 15 minutes.
No, you don't feel sick or anything?
No,
afterwards?
nothing. You can take it before work. I recommend everyone take it before work.
On your way to work.
And you're fine. Like, you're fine. And I really, really want to do it.
Wow.
We almost did it on the show at one point. Our old engineer Frank is the one who really kind of turned me on to it.
Has Frank done it before?
Frank's done it a few times, and he was going to do it on the show, and I was going to do it on the show. Uncle Creepy, our buddy Uncle Creepy, has done it plenty of times and has ways of getting it. I would love to do it.
Interesting.
But there may be people that have had bad experiences. I've watched so many videos and read so much about it. I've never heard of someone having a bad experience afterwards.
Interesting.
Like, it can be, like I said, it can be scary when you're doing it. And the guy that said it felt like he was gone for 100,000 years. That's a lot. That's not common.
Years.
That's not common. But it's all about what it does and like frees up all kinds of stresses and worries and.
Well, it sounds like you see like
it's an ego killer, which is good.
Lord of the Rings, which I love those movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of sounds like that. You're
In what way?
Like, you just said they see like elves and.
But it's like
mechanical
geometric beings, and you're seeing like aliens, and it's like you're sort of meeting God and like being humbled. So like whatever you're kind of scared of that you don't even know that you're scared of, like you're shown it, and you're shown like who you really are, and apparently when you come back, like you're no longer bullshitting yourself or anybody.
After 5 minutes, just one time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, our brains can do some incredible things. And if I'm wrong about any of this, someone call in or let us know that if I'm wrong. But that's pretty much how it works.
You know what's funny is that I started to have a real fear of death.
Yeah.
And I'm sure. I mean, I know that's like dumb. Like, who doesn't like
when you're
have
20,
a fear of death?
You're like, I'm 80 years from
Right.
it. But when you're 50, it's like, maybe I might be halfway there.
Oh,
That was weird.
the fuck?
What just happened? What the fuck is behind you? Jesus.
It's like a guy with a. It's the what's.
I'm a machine elf, Heidi.
Yeah, it's the Grim Reaper. He's
Come
like,
with me to the
just a
netherworld.
Tap on his shoulder.
He's like,
Hey,
waiting for
when you're done with the
you.
podcast, I need to talk to you for a minute.
I have a secret to tell you.
make sure you wrap up the show.
I
first,
have a puppy in the van over here.
Hey, follow me. I'm going to Greece. Don't worry about the sickle. We're just going to Greece real quick.
No, but
You look tired. Lay down. Close your eyes.
when you said that about the DMT is what comes over, it gave me a little like a, because I think also seeing my parents get older
Sure.
is really. I don't want to talk about it for too long because I'll start to cry. But
As I go,
just,
sorry.
Like, what? Why was I thinking that? It was we were talking about somebody who had hospice. And this person had skin cancer like I did, and they didn't get all the cancer out, and so it went into her brain, and then she had hospice, and I guess she was scared, like she was how old was she? Like 58 or whatever. But like, but I started to think like, did they get all the cancer out? Oh no, like I'm thinking all this stuff, but I can't even imagine. Like, no.
I'm trying to find. Someone sent me creepy sent me a video once of like everyone who does DMT. They try to like you can't explain what your experience was like. It's you've never had an experience like it in your life, so you can't compare it to anything.
Yeah.
But someone made like a video. Here it is of kind of what it looks like. I'm
gonna go read up on it. Because
show
I
you
wouldn't
guys.
mind doing the ayahuasca. I'm telling you though, I fucking hate to puke.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what.
I mean, I hate it. I hate it I will do anything not to puke. I even have like a thing that I do. I rock back and forth, and I hate it.
So this is what it looks like, guys.
Beautiful.
So it changes. What the fucking piece of
It
shit?
looks like YouTube. It looks like YouTube.
So when you do
Tube.
DMT, you just see YouTube.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Okay, let me just get rid of this. All right, hold on.
I'm surprised you haven't done ayahuasca.
The puking thing bums me out.
Yeah.
And since it's become like that's my boobs. Hey.
Cool.
Since it's become like a trendier thing, I was like sober during that until somewhat recently. So it was like no control and puking. This is terrible. No. Now it's becoming a thought. I also have to go. You have to go off your antidepressants for 30 days.
Oh, really?
Which I can't. I don't think I can handle.
Keep talking, but like you can see, like as it's kicking in, whatever you're looking at starts to like breathe and
What is
flex.
this, like a recreation?
Someone tried to do, and Creepy said this is the best he's seen of what DMT
It's like an octopus.
looks like.
I don't know, like if I could. I don't know if I could handle that.
Yeah, I think I would.
But you're not aware. Like you're not like, oh, this is fucked up.
You're like your ego is
You're
quiet.
you're just in this place.
I guess, yeah, but
let me skip ahead a little bit and like you start going through these like tunnels and you seeing this kind of shit. Like
But
it's
that's like-
beautiful.
Ketamine though.
Did you see
what's
this
funny?
kind of shit?
Yeah. You know what's funny is that she told me, if you need my hand, just hold out your hand. The minute it started, I held up my hand like very aggressively, like "Wah!" And I squeezed her hand so hard through the whole thing.
See, you see this kind of shit. These elves and these jesters and stuff, and they talk to you.
What?
And
that shit would.
And these are the things that like say like you're
I'm gonna
lying
kill
to
you?
yourself. No. It's like sometimes like Joe Rogan was saying that when he did it, it was mocking him for like you take yourself way too seriously. Like you think you're a tough guy or whatever it is. Like you think you're just a guy. Like calm down. Like don't take yourself so seriously.
Wow.
Like that elf like spirit thing, it's there to humble you and to remind you that like just there's other shit that matters. Not like you're not that important. But that's like fucking bumblebee lizard thing. It's I want it.
Oh,
I wish you brought me
know.
DMT and not fucking alien poop.
Well, what do you think was in there? Just wait.
Shill.
Hasn't kicked in yet.
And then you come back, and there it is coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
Dude,
Nope.
we're gonna have the best Patreon DMT episode,
I have control issues.
I have weight.
and that's why I do this.
Ultimately,
Huge
yeah,
control
it's like
issues.
this ironic thing,
That's the
right?
point
Like
of it.
it's the point of it, but
Yeah.
it's you have to cross that bridge to get there. But there's so many paths to the same end, and like as we know, Dan likes the quickest path, right?
What do you mean?
You like the quick. You always say,
as
"Give me a
DMT
pill
over ayahuasca.
over meditation, over like whatever it is, right? Like there's a billion different ways to get to this, but like
I don't want to put the work in.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
like 5-minute thing, and it all happens. I'm in, but it's terrifying. It's like very overwhelming.
But also,
kind
like,
of thing.
you take DMT here, but like everyone says, oh, if you're taking ayahuasca, you gotta go to Peru. It's like, well,
'cause
I'm here.
It's like
well, they have places here
ritualistic.
Too, that you can-
they do, but if you
I
want
would
the
go.
experience,
I would go to Brazil and
Right.
do it, or wherever.
But then there's also like the high end, like resorty, like it's like a colonized version of it, right? No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you and I have
your
talked
pick
about
on what
DMT
you
plenty.
want.
Would you guys? Did the audio just change on this?
Hello.
I'm not joking. I just started hearing really weird stuff in my head.
It's the DMT from the poop, the alien
The
poop.
alien poop. It's DMT, but it's different. It's alien DMT. It takes
It takes a little longer.
Stop taking yourself so
Something's happening.
What were you?
Something's happening to me right now. I'm not joking. There's something happening where I'm not really understanding what you guys are saying, and I'm hearing weird things in my
It's
ears.
called being a guy.
What?
What are you saying?
I don't get it. What, guys? Huh?
What?
It's the alien poop. Or I don't know. What were you going to say? Can you remember? Do you need me to take over?
No, I'm having a very weird moment right now.
This is cool.
Oh, maybe
Am I having
it's
a stroke?
Do you smell toast?
Do you smell-
No, but things are very...
What's happening?
No,
Lay it out for us.
something very weird is happening.
Yes,
I don't want
lay
to talk
out.
about it. No.
Yeah, we'd like you to talk about it.
I heard weird stuff in my ears, and then I didn't understand what you guys were saying.
What weird stuff did you hear?
Like my voice was echoing in my own ears, and it felt like it was like a chorus effect. Like I heard two of my voices, and then I didn't understand the words you guys were saying.
I think you just had a panic attack.
Yeah,
No, I'm not panicking. I feel fine, but
Maybe you felt mine. Mine's that big right now.
no.
We've given
Woo!
up. It's like pheromones,
Yeah.
but it's anxiety. Welcome to our world, Dan.
Have you ever seen Chelsea Handler do the ayahuasca on her show, or it was her Netflix show?
Didn't she like do a show that she just ate pot all the time or something?
She did that like
This
one.
is who I feel like right now.
episode.
Oh, wait, oh,
CBS
okay. This is what I feel like right now.
Center with highlights
Oh,
and
I know what you're
backstage
gonna-
coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very, very heavy Bertation tonight. We had a very Darrison bite. Let's go ahead, Terrace
she's
Chase and
heavy.
look for the head of the pit.
What happened to her?
She had a stroke on the news.
No.
You never saw Serene Branson?
I knew you were gonna feel bad once. That's why I was trying to disrupt.
You never saw Serene Branson?
I was
She's
trying to
fine.
disrupt.
Check this
She's
out.
okay.
This is what. This
Wait,
is
am
what.
I
it's-
having a
Serene
stroke
Branson
every
is live at
fucking
the Staples
day?
Center
Watch.
with
Like,
highlights
No.
and backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very, very heavy Bertation tonight. We had a very Darrison bite. Let's go ahead, Terrace Chase and look for the head of the pit.
And the Grammy goes to.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna cry.
She's fine.
Oh, that's horrible.
She killed herself, but she's fine. She's fine.
Oh my god.
So that just
I feel
then,
bad. I laughed.
that's sort of how I felt when you guys were just talking. That's what you guys sounded like to me.
That's weird.
Smiling, but like
poor girl.
it really was very, very strange. What just happened to me?
Is it still happening?
No, I'm fine. But whatever happened to me a minute ago was very fucking weird.
Did I tell you about the asshole I worked with on Monk? She was the art
Fred Savage?
director. Yeah, I like another one.
Very Darrison, pals that handle pays a pet.
But I was doing something and I stuttered or whatever I did.
That's
and
very Darrison.
She went and she left a copy of 5 things to know if you had a stroke on my desk.
Because you stuttered.
And I guess I
Is
look
there-
at the way I talk. I'm like basically I sound like I'm having a stroke.
Is there any way she was actually trying to be helpful, or was she being a
She was
cunty
being a
cunt?
fucking bitch.
Okay.
Oh.
Not very Darrison.
No.
Very, very heavy Bertations.
Yeah.
Town that pays the pet.
But I fucking understood it. Like I was like,
You're like, you go, girl.
I get you.
Oh, Serene, me too. Me too, sister. Serene, what's up, girl? Totally.
Oh my god.
You too, Serene?
Stroke.
Isn't that crazy?
Or did you ever listen to the TED Talk where the woman, she was a,
have a Bertation?
she was a doctor. She was a brain surgeon. But is there another word for brain surgeon?
I don't know.
Neurosurgeon.
She was she's a
Jesus
neurosurgeon.
Christ.
Yeah.
And she had the stroke in the bathroom. And she was in the
During her
shower.
TED Talk?
No,
Oh.
no, she's talking about this and how it felt.
Yeah.
And how she couldn't get the word. She
Yeah.
couldn't go get her phone to call 911. Like it was this weird. Oh, it was
This
a really
TED
cool
Talk is super awesome because of the knowledge that she had as a neurosurgeon or neuroscientist scientist or whatever. She was very aware of the stroke as it was happening and then could retell the story.
amazing.
And like She's rad.
Yeah.
She's super rad.
Who was
I can't remember.
that?
I can see her face, her hair, everything, but I can't remember her name.
That was because it was almost like she was explaining it from a doctor's point of and this
But lived it.
This happened in this part of my brain, and then
Really cool.
like minute by minute she's there.
The Jill Bolte Taylor.
That sounds
Yes.
actually, yeah.
Is that her?
Yeah, I think
Let me
that's
see
her. Yeah,
I can't see her, but
I'm pretty sure that's her.
I don't know, probably.
Okay.
Really cool.
Yeah,
TED Talk.
it's a really good TED Talk.
That one, and then my other top one is Brene Brown talking about vulnerability.
No, I don't have her books. I have all of her.
Am I one of those people that had a stroke on the air?
Maybe.
Do you
But
feel
didn't-
weird?
Do you still feel weird?
No, but that was so weird.
I
It was so weird.
Remember last week when I also had a stroke on the air?
You were intoxicated. It's different things. It's different situations. If so, my parents had strokes every day of my childhood. Dad, have you been having a stroke for 20 years?
Dad, you have a stroke every 10 minutes.
Mom? Yeah.
Any Hoosers.
Well,
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I don't, yeah.
Are you feeling better?
Sure.
Are we making an
Sure, I feel great.
Was it the alien poop?
I think it may have been.
I really don't know what happened.
I really think you had a panic attack.
Well, about what? I'm not.
Sometimes there's no logic.
But panic attacks are 4 seconds?
True.
Yeah, I think
No,
it could
but
be anything.
because
I
you
didn't
were
have any anxiety. I wasn't scared. I
You
wasn't
never
anything.
know. You don't know.
I was enjoying the conversation.
You don't know.
Yep,
You don't
happens
know.
to
You
me
could have
every
been-
day.
Are you
Yep.
okay?
Every day.
Are you trying to say that panic attacks can come out of for no reason? They're brought on by nothing?
Yep.
No, I didn't have one. I'm too strong for that.
Are you saying
gonna-
I'm weak?
A little bit, yep. I mean, I have physical strength. I have mental strength. I don't have panic attacks. So it's women's work.
Okay. Moving on.
You can blame that last comment on my stroke. I didn't know what I was saying just then. What did I say? I blacked out. What did I say?
You know, maybe it was aliens. I've been listening to a lot of Vanished. And how do fucking people just vanish in thin air?
Well, if they're Native Americans, they're murdered.
Well, yeah, that's...
If you want a piece of the real right then.
Yeah.
You know that?
It's the documentary.
Native Americans, current Native Americans are murdered all the time and no one gives a fuck.
Yep. Especially in Canada. That's where it's
Nobody cares and no one investigates.
Isn't that like how this country was founded by the white people?
Yeah, they gave him
You mean
blankets.
discovered? Excuse me.
polio.
We discovered this place?
I shouldn't even have said founded. That was a mistake.
I think people vanish because they don't have family, they don't have friends, or they're on the streets.
Very
What do you mean?
No, here's the thing. All the ones I've listened to have friends and family, and there was this one guy that just was in his friend's truck. Well, I think he was murdered by his friend, but he's not speaking. Or they found these footsteps that just like go to the road. It was someplace up north, like cold, and they just stop. But it doesn't make sense. And I'm just like, where the fuck are they? I mean, no,
Like they went
no
into the sky?
shoes, no fucking phone doesn't ping anymore. Like several of the ones I've listened to are married, or they're the wife, like the grandmother, and they just disappear. There's no trace of them.
Do you believe in
magic?
No. Do you believe that we live in
Alternate
multi dimensions?
Well, I'm starting to. From the radio rental thing, that one story is fucking amazing.
Is that the one with the girlfriend over
yes,
the bed or whatever?
That broke up. That broke. The
oh,
girl that broke up
and
with
he
her.
saw his girlfriend a minute
second
later.
Yeah, and she's like, "Hi," and he was like, "What are you doing? You just broke up with me," and threw a fucking
right. And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Like, what? And it
So,
shows her.
I am starting. The more like non-quacky scientists talk about interdimensional travel and how we live in multiple dimensions and every universe, there's 1,000 of all of us who've done this exact same life many infinite amounts of times, and there's all of us have died when we were newborn.
For the one that lives my life.
Oh, like why can't I be the real lucky Heidi? But so maybe the vanish thing is something like people fall into a different dimension and pop up in a different place where their family doesn't recognize them or something. That's or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's like in
Quantum Leap.
the Outer Range, the show. Did you watch
Outer
that?
Limits?
No, it's called The Outer Range.
Never heard of it.
Josh Brolin. It's
No.
like a West. Oh, it was just on Prime.
Is it the
You
one
need
where
to
they,
see
where they
it.
find some room, or they find some? There's a hole in the ground with some dimensional
yes.
jump room box.
Yes.
I do want to see that.
Yes, and then you find out some other stuff like.
I do want to see
fifth
that.
episode in about Josh Brolin. It's so good.
I'm interested.
It's so fucking good.
Before we're at an hour, before we wrap up, can we do a couple listener questions?
Sure.
It's been a great show. It started weird. It's ending weird. We talked about bestiality. I had a fucking stroke for you guys. This is what I do for the audience.
Thank you.
So, you know,
You're just,
and just some little acknowledgement would be nice.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Rare Form Radio.
at gmail.com.
This one comes in from Rudd in Canada.
Paul Rudd?
No.
Hello, Rare Form Radio. This is Rudd from Canada. And I have a question for the two ladies of Rare Form Radio.
Oh, yeah, it's a
and then
good
the
voice.
opinion of the token male Dan.
Yeah.
So my question is, which sports uniform shows the best ass of a dude athlete? Thank you.
I really love the way he asks questions.
I love Rudd.
Yeah.
I love.
you.
I've never heard him before. His voice is so good.
That's
Oh yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah. He used to call into Dark Matter all the time.
Thank you.
The best dude ass. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which sports uniform shows the best ass?
I know. Football.
It
Yeah.
has to be. It's not
was gonna
hockey.
say.
We know it's not hockey.
It's not baseball. They always get the saggy bum.
No,
Yeah.
but baseball has some tight asses up in there.
They do have them, but I would say
Sometimes.
across the board as a uniform,
Yeah, there's no baggy football pants.
no. And it hugs it right up in there.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys enjoy seeing asses in football pants? Do you ask people? I don't even know if you are or not.
We just talked about asses the other day. Like
Who did?
You and I.
We did?
Well, there was a girl
Oh,
if you guys remember the story last week about the umbrella.
the beach.
Yeah.
So
Can I? Okay, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
You tell it better.
Oh my god.
So we're in Southern California. There's bikinis everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
And there's a lot of BBLs as well.
what's BBLs?
A Brazilian butt lift. That's my dream. I
Oh.
want one desperately.
Do you have a bad ass?
No, I have a okay ass, but they suction everything out of your body and they put it into your butt. So
Is that how they get
that's
the
what the
big ones?
Kardashians have and all that. But I don't want one like theirs because theirs are out of control. I just
Okay.
want like a little boop.
Got you.
Yeah.
So was a woman who's been next to us the whole time, and she's like packing up her umbrella and chair and everything, and Darren gives me a nudge. She goes, "Look at that," and I look over, and the woman is full on bending over in a bikini in front of me. It's going like right up her ass.
And the new kind of bikini, well, maybe they're old, but the new kind to me, where it's not quite a thong and it's not quite a even just like a general
brief
coverage.
or-
It's like a just a small triangle.
Yeah.
So it's already up your ass, but not quite.
But she's
So
like
that
bending
kind,
over,
so it's already there.
directly lined up with me.
And was she like
And
hot? Was like a nice.
She had a nice.
body?
She's hot. She had a good body.
She had like a typical like yoga.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
a
Super
nice
lean.
body. And she's like, "Look," and I'm like, "Look." I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Do you like that?" And I was like, "Of course." Like, of course I do. She goes, "What do you like? What would you say? Why or how come or did you say explain it to me?"
Explain it to me.
Like,
I
what does it
guess.
do to you? I
just
said,
don't
"Well,
get
it's
it.
like the same way I would admire like a cool like car going by. Like it's a beautiful woman, and I'm like seeing like basically the shape of her vagina right in front of me, and it's like it's cool. It's like a freebie almost, and she was like she goes, "Does it like does it give you a boner? Like, does it make you hard?" I said, "No, it's just like I just enjoy seeing it.
Like you're appreciating it.
Yes, and it's not like I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get that. It's none of that. It just yeah, it's almost like a just a admiring.
Yeah, I don't do that with guys' butts. No.
Is there a part of a guy that you're drawn to? Is it face? Is it arms? Is it legs? Is it calves? Is it hands?
You can tell a lot by a guy in his hands. I like strong looking hands where you can see like the veins.
What do you see? When you see my hands? What if you just saw my hands? What would you assess?
I can't really see them because you have the tattoos on them.
Stunning, talented, strong.
Totally, yeah.
So hands.
Hands and I love Idris Elba. Oh my god.
He goes to my local Coffee Bean.
What?
Goes to my local Coffee Bean.
I'm sorry. What?
Don't say where it is, but he goes. I've seen him a few times at my Coffee Bean.
A few times?
Yep. I'm like, Driss, what's up?
Are you serious?
I don't say that to him, but I have seen him there a few times.
No, but you've seen him before?
Yes. Do you want to know something about how he looks in person?
Not that great.
He looks great.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
Looks great. He looks really, really good.
One time, my friend was at the Cafe 101. Is that still open? That's closed.
It is.
No,
they've reopened. It's been rebranded as something
rebranded.
else.
Oh, and somebody tapped her on the shoulder and said, in a very beautiful British accent, "Can you pass the salt?" And she turned around and said, "Yeah, of course." And it was him. And she almost passed out.
Yeah, he's a handsome devil.
Oh, he's fucking hot.
Anyhow,
but I have a thing for teeth as well. That's what I was getting at. His teeth, there's something about it, and my boyfriend has the same teeth that he does. There's like a tiny little, not an overbite, but there's something different about their teeth. His teeth and my boyfriend's teeth.
Do you like 2-inch underbites? Because that's what I have.
Why are you trying to like
win
her? Hey, my hands. Hey, my
I'm not trying to win her over.
What the fuck?
I'm telling her how bad. I'm telling her how bad the stuff that I have are.
Oh my god.
I'm doing the opposite.
What's that?
I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to win her over. I'm telling her like the things that you like are the opposites of what I have.
Oh.
That's the thing. I have fucking shit ass hands and teeth that don't touch. None of my teeth touch.
What?
Yeah.
No, isn't that great?
What are the things that you like about a dude?
Forearms and calves. So like weirdly, like the lower parts of the
what?
The lower parts
appendages.
But the lower part of the appendages.
Mm-hmm.
So the forearms and the calves.
Interesting.
I'm kind of an ab person-ish.
That's why you're with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely because of
Listen to this. That was me rubbing my.
But like butts don't like I know what a nice butt looks like, but I'm not like.
Yeah, I'm not like, let me hang on to that. Woo!
But I will say, football uniforms, hands down. Like, they have it hands down. Like, Speedos, no thank you.
Yeah,
like,
no.
tennis shorts,
Speedos,
whatever.
no.
Do we factor in
tennis
UFC?
players and their
Tennis
legs,
players
though.
are cute, yeah.
Ooh.
Do we factor in what?
What about UFC shorts? Like those, like they're almost like boxer briefs.
Not for ass looking goodness. But I would say I'll take an MMA fighter in general and his uniform over all other
Over
sports.
skateboarders? You like skateboarders? And surfers. Or probably skateboarders over surfers.
Skateboarders over MMA. No, I think I might go MMA fighter.
Again, I get why you're with me.
It's like all the same, right?
Was there another question?
You don't like my show I'm putting on? We have a.
We're good now.
I heard Heidi gagging in her heart. That was cool.
I didn't mean to do it like that. I meant like.
I started flexing. She goes, "Are we done here? Is the show over?"
That's good. What's next? Anyway, moving on.
I'm tired. I gotta go.
Okay.
We have one more. This is a little gift. Speaking of Uncle Creepy, this is for you, Heidi. Remember a few episodes ago, we tried to make you become the Dripstick ambassador?
Yes.
Which is, by the way, a complete fucking scam.
It's a fucking joke.
It's a scam. We did hear back from the company, and they're like, said to Heidi, "We would love to have you as an ambassador." They said the same thing to me.
Yeah.
"We would love to have you guys do it." And I was like, "Cool, what's it entail?" And they're like, "Basically, you buy all this product for this price and you sell it for more, and then you become like an Avon lady."
Yeah, it's or Ponzi. I don't know the difference.
Pyramid, Ponzi, whatever. It's
a pyramid Ponzi's a different one.
Yeah,
but I was just like,
anyway.
no, we want you guys to like
same thing. Yeah.
Advertise on our podcast, and we'll do it for you. But like that's what I was hoping for.
Jafra.
Amazing.
So this is a little. We'll end with a little song.
Oh, cool.
From Creepy to You.
Oh.
Heidi's Dripstick. She's making it quick after some dick. Kinda slick, you know, from all the snail trails.
Oh my God, Uncle Creepy. Bro.
That.
Look out, Coon.
That.
Right?
Coon
Those.
and him should get together and make
Plagiarism.
something.
Those are the words of a helpless, hopeless romantic, and a poet. And
I
just
feel really badly because he did something for me, and I haven't watched the fucking documentary yet.
Oh.
you,
And
you fucking bitch.
I know. I feel bad because he's like, I need to free up some space, and I'm like, no, just do it, and then I feel bad.
Sorry, Creepy. He writes you a love song. Let's hear it again. I mean, it was beautiful.
Heidi's dripstick. She's making it quick after some dick. Kinda slick, you know, from all the snail trails.
I love it. I love it.
Wait, is that what? Was he on DMT right there?
He's always on something.
I thought it was going to be death metal.
Shrooms, weed. Oh no, he's like a fish guy. He's like a hippie dude.
Oh,
Creepy's like a hippie guy. He loves his hard rock, but I think he's also, but he has a very hippie mentality. He has a very sweet, you can't tell by the lyrics, but a very sweet demeanor and a very, very kind, happy soul.
But the way he came in with it, he was like, Heidi.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
it got real deep,
real
dark. All right, I think we're done here. Oh, I want to say Bill Russell died. Do you know what Bill Russell is?
How do I know him?
He was an 11-time world champion with the Celtics.
Yeah.
And he's the only American athlete there's ever been that has more championship rings than fingers. He won 11 championships in in 12 years or 13 years.
Jesus Christ.
The Celtics there was like a 15-year period where they were just unbelievable.
Well, I play them. I play the old school ones on the basketball.
Oh yeah. So Bill Russell was one of the greats, and he was like did tremendous things for civil rights and for black folks. And
was he a coach too after recently?
Yeah, he was a player coach.
Coach, and then he was elected to the Hall of Fame, I believe, and he wouldn't go in until he goes, I refuse this honor until you put in the guy that broke the color barrier in basketball. He goes, if you're gonna put me in, I don't deserve it before that fucking guy. He goes, I refuse to be in the Hall of Fame, and he ended up getting in there.
Wow.
But I had this does not encapsulate who Bill Russell was, but I met him once, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. And he is a revered, loved human being and athlete. Just did such great things for the world and for the city of Boston.
Wait, did you fall on your bike?
No. And he's like, God. And then the tour thing was like, Bill Russell didn't. No, I was at the Staples Center in Los Angeles for a Celtics-Lakers game. And my friend, like her mom used to run the Staples Center. So this is so braggy, but we would be in luxury boxes every time I go there.
Can we get a Heidi's name dropper, please?
Danny's so I was always in the luxury boxes away from like the riffraff.
Yeah.
And have you been in the luxury boxes at Staples Center?
Yeah, with Hunter Moore.
Cool. Excellent.
No, I'm just kidding.
But have you been up there?
I have.
So you know how like those hallways are like dark and like nicely lit and
the beautiful.
You're very rarely.
Yeah.
It's never busy there because it's not many people.
Yeah.
So I'm like 20, 21 years old in LA, Lakers Celtics game, and I'm wearing a Celtics shirt, and we both walk out of a suite, and I'm passing him, and I was like, oh my, Bill Russell, oh my God. I said, I stopped in front of him, and he stopped just looking at me. And again, we're in LA. We're not in Boston where he's going to be mobbed. And I'm wearing a Celtics shirt. And I was like, oh, man, I just wanted to shake your hand. And my family's a huge fan. You've done so much for the city. I just want to shake your hand. He goes, okay. And throws his hands up, like shrugs his shoulders. I'm like, oh, can I shake your hand? He goes, sure. And he doesn't put his hand out.
Oh, my God.
So I put my hand out.
That makes me uncomfortable.
And I shake his hand. And he goes, we done here? And I was like, yeah, I guess we're done. And he just like walked around me. It was such like I felt this big. And I still say to this day, you can never judge someone on one meeting, on one interaction. Who knows? He may just come out of the room and someone he knows had cancer or he had a horrible fight or whatever it was.
Yeah,
but it was such a disappointing. Like we're him and I, we're both in enemy waters. We're both in LA. I'm a young guy in a Celtics shirt. I wasn't asking for an autograph or a picture. I just want to shake his hand. And he's like, "We done here?"
Sorry, I don't care. I don't care if you just heard your mom got sick or something. There's no, he's not a good person inside.
Oh
no.
Oh, Heidi, thank you for having my back, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But that was one of my worst.
Maybe I'm sure he did great things.
Yeah,
and he did. Not I'm sure.
Oh, just not to me.
He did good things.
Mm-hmm.
Just not in that moment.
But he perhaps, and this happens a lot, is not a very nice person. But he did really great things for people of color, and back then too. He did great things. Awesome, great.
Yeah.
But you know what? He could be a fucking dick. And that sucks because that's your hero. That's
Here's
that
the thing.
happens.
I was not a big basketball fan, and he's not one of my heroes. But I knew who he was. I know he was revered, but he meant so much to my grandfather and to my dad and and to the city. And he's one of the greats there's ever been. So
that happened to me with Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews, am I saying his name right?
The Packers player?
Yeah.
Is he the blonde guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That plays for the for your team now, right?
Yeah.
Is he with the?
And my buddy hung out with him before, said he was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, he's not real smart. Not your
Wait, my buddy or Clay
no,
Matthews?
No, Clay Matthews. So I was at the ESPY Awards the day before. So it was the party. This was, I don't know, 8 years ago. And there was nobody around, same thing. And I'm standing there and he walks in and I'm in the VIP place. So I'm not some huh, and I'm a fucking chick and I'm dressed up.
It's a gross thing, but if you're in the special area,
right,
there's usually an understanding of okay, you're not a psycho.
Right.
Probably.
It's when celebrities see each other and they're like, hi, and they don't know each other. Not that I'm a celebrity, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to stab you or anything.
Right.
So he comes, he goes to sit down and my friend that works for ESPN was like, Heidi, there's Clay. I'm like, oh my God, there's nobody around. It's just him. And I walk up to him and I'm like, hi, I'm Heidi. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a huge fan. And the whole time I'm doing that, he went like this.
Oh.
And I go, oh, okay. Great meeting you. And I walked away. And then Aaron Rodgers came in and I was like, fuck no. And he was he walked over and my friend goes, hey, Aaron, I want you to meet my friend. And he was so fucking nice and a doll.
Oh, you met Aaron Rodgers?
I did.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That's great. How does butt look?
He's gorgeous.
Yeah, he's stunning.
But the thing is that afterwards we walk out and there was a young kid outside and he had a picture of Clay Matthews and he was all bummed. And I'm like, oh, did you get him to sign that? And he was like, no, he wasn't nice to me.
Oh,
so,
man.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe he does good things because he does do good things. Clay Matthews, he's from here. He's from somewhere in California. And I'm sure he has some great things that he does. He works for a charity. He does good things with his money. Do you know what I mean? And his fame and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? I mean, he probably had fun with your friend because maybe it's his.
They're just blowing each other.
I don't know, but I hated that.
That sucks.
And what sucked is my mom was a huge fan of Clay. And now I had to tell her that.
That's a drag.
Anyhow. Sorry.
We'll end the show now after we shit on some idols.
Rest in peace, Bill.
Rest in peace, Bill. Thanks for breaking my heart. Thank you guys for listening. Good to see you both again. We'll be back next week with a whole new installment and less alien poop candy. That's it, right?
Well, I'll be fooled.
Find us on social medias at Rareform Radio. Sign up for the Patreon, please. It's the only way we make any money on this thing, and it helps us tremendously. Patreon.com/Rareform Radio. Pick a tier that works for you and send in those audio voicemails to any of us on Instagram at Reform Radio, at Heidi Sabrina, at Dan Cleary 79. And we will be back next goddamn week. And don't forget that tomorrow is just the future's yesterday.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.